Alright everyone, so today, as I promised in the last video, I'm going to teach you guys about how to style links. Now as you see here, we have a link that goes to Google, http://www.google.com. Now what we're going to do is make it so that it doesn't by default turn blue. When we hover over it, we're going to have it do something else, and when we click on it, it's not going to be purple when it's visited, which is what the default is for most major browsers. So, of course, we're going to go into our CSS, which is right here, and we're going to introduce a new tag element. Well, 3 of them. Don't worry, I know that sounds overwhelming, but trust me, we'll be fine. So, what we're going to do is make 3 different A tags. There's going to be A, and that's going to be the link. There's going to be A, and then colon, visited, and then there's going to be a hover. Now we can style them, but before I forget, the first A should be a link. So we have a link, a visited, and a hover. And I misspelled visited. Visited. Wow. Let me think for a second. Alright, so visited. There we go. That goes to show you that you should not be making tutorials at 12 a.m. Anyways, so now we're just going to make our curly braces for each of these, and then we'll just style them how we want. Now keep in mind, if you want 2 of them to have the same thing, you can actually just do this, where there's a comma right there. So you could have a link, then a visited, which then you can have both of them have the same value. But we're not going to do that because that would just be cheesy, and we don't want to give you guys a cheesy education on CSS. So for for link, just a plain link that no one's visited, they're not hovering over it, it's just there. We're going to change the color to something we like more. So I don't know, I feel like putting gold in there, so I'm going to put color gold, and let's say we want a link to be a bit bigger than normal, and I believe that the normal size is 12. So what we're going to do is text dash size colon, and then we're going to make it 14px semicolon, and that will deal with the first link. Now for visited, let's say we want it to be blue instead of purple, because we don't like purple for some reason, I don't know. So color, and then blue, semicolon, and we'll just leave the text size to be the same. And hover, let's say, well, we want to keep the text size the same so it doesn't just change on us while we're hovering, because if it got smaller that would be bad. It's bad for user interface. And then for color, let's make it like a combination of red and like extreme green. Now if we go to Internet Explorer and refresh, see that we got this goldish kind of orange looking Google on our background that looks horrible. If we hover over it, it turns to green. So now you don't have to learn JavaScript to do that. If any of you guys looked in JavaScript, there's a way to make things do that when you hover over it with JavaScript, but that's no fun. And then if we whoa, one thing I forgot to tell you guys, something that I always do to my links just because I don't like it on the default links. See that line right there on the bottom? I usually don't like that, so what you can do is say text dash decoration colon, and then none semicolon. There's a few other ones, obviously there's underline, so then we refresh and there's no line there. That's how I like my link. You should probably put it into all of these, but we're feeling lazy today, so we're not going to do that. So I've proved to you guys that the you know, that actually doesn't look like it's bigger, so let's make it 18. because that will obviously make it bigger. There is no way that that's not going to be bigger. Oh, my bad. Internet Explorer is still magnified from one of my other tutorials. So we'll open this with Internet Explorer once more. My bad, guys. And it's still being stupid. Oh well. Oh, it's because I said text size. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. So you put font size and then save that. There we go. So it's a little bit bigger now. Anyways, so now that we know that it works plain, when we hover over it, it looks good. If we click it and then go back, we'll see that it's blue. And when we hover over it, it will still change to our green. That's pretty much the basics of our link styling tutorial. There's not really much more that you guys can think of off the top of your head that you would normally use. I mean, well, you guys can probably think of something, but that's pretty much all that you'll use. There's not really much more to styling the links than just that. The main thing to remember is a:link, a:visited, and remember how to spell visited, because I did not for a little bit there, and that was bad. And then a:hover, or a:hover, because that will make it so that each one of these can have its own value, and that you're actually saying the right tag. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys later.